Hello there. Try and get a close view for you. We're chilling at the Lake Phuket Elephant Nursery. Ice truck is just departing. Chilling dogs and chilling elephants. Oh yeah. There's them out there watching, keeping an eye on things. So here we have 3 of the rescued elephants. Kakteen on the left is the youngest, Nui, and in the middle, and she's about, I'm not sure how old, teens. Lulu, who's a bit older. Hello. Who's that? Sorry, I can't see you. It's very bright here. It's very bright on my screen. Sorry, I can't see. It's Christian. So these 3 are very, they hang out together all the time. But they're just being left to their own devices at the moment. Hi. That other stuff. Hello there. Pendle. Hello. Alrighty. Good to see you. Some of us have got like you've got, some of you got the 7-year itch yet. Some of us have been kind of in this network for about 7 years now, haven't we? So yeah, I've got nothing in particular to say or add. I thought it would be you just enjoy watching the elephants, maybe. It's always nice to see how the different behaviours they have. See Katin just she's been grabbing, well, they all do it, grabbing the dirt and putting it on their backs, and then they give it a little shake to kind of settle the dirt. Yeah, so sorry about the noise of the ice truck behind us. This is how they deliver ice, just show you how they deliver ice in Thailand. No refrigeration, the ice keeps itself cool. Yeah, so they just rely on the big block of the ice keeping the ice cool. Sorry, I don't have any food at the moment. Sorry. She's thinking, are you going to come across and give me some bananas? Yeah. Anyway, some more traffic turning up. I'll just come over here to give you an update. So here is where things will kick off at the lake. And it's called the lake because we've got a big lake out here. Yeah. So let me show you. This is kind of like a restaurant, seating area, and here is the lake where the elephants bathe. And right now we got a bridge being built. These guys are knocking together a bridge, and they're also knocking together a bit of a shaded area there, so that'll be nice. And yeah, as you can see, construction work here is done with bamboo, sandals, and the occasional power tool. Yeah. Just but that younger elephant had to be shooed away just now because she was gonna. That's the thing. If an elephant comes across a structure like that, just like they come across trees and stuff, they'll just grab it and pull it down. So I do kept away from it. I don't know what they're doing with this bamboo. Yeah. Let's take you a little bit closer to the elephants though. Up this way. See what this guy's doing. So, machete on the bamboo, splitting it down there. Ah, clever. Oi, chala, niwa. Oh, that's so cool. No, that's a way to split bamboo. No? That's so cool. There you go. All right. I think if I go up this way to the elephants, they'll probably end up coming towards me, which I don't want because. What's that? I'm gonna watch it again. It's gonna do it. Don't you love it? Of course, you often come with a Western mindset, thinking, "Oh, we know how to do things. We're the best." And, but then you see something like that. It's just like, yeah, these guys have been building stuff for as long as us. But obviously, you don't have to worry so much about fierce winds and storms, and the weather's pretty good. So, Quite a good scene, isn't it? Right, just straight down with this one. Bamboo is some of the best stuff in the world. You see scaffolding made out of bamboo here. That's a good point, Pendle. Yeah, the ice truck makes sense to less truck mechanics. Yeah, it kind of that's it. Once those trucks have got a lot of ice in there, that's the thing. It's funny because you see them running around. Sometimes pickup trucks, with again, they might have a tarpaulin over it, and yes, there is ice. Water dripping off the back of the truck, but essentially they end up getting the ice to where it needs to go. And that was one thing I found in England actually was remarkable is they don't do ice drinks so well in England. If you go and have a drink, even if it's supposed to be a cold drink, like I don't know, whatever, and they ask if you want ice in it, they end up kind of opening up the fridge to get a few ice cubes out. Whereas here, obviously, ice is in big. What would you call them? The Aussies call them eskies and things like that, big kind of containers, and you can just shovel the ice out, so that was something I noticed, in the UK, someone says you want ice and you think you're going to get a shovel full of ice, you just get a couple of little cubes broken out from a tray of 12 in the fridge, and they've got to refill it. It's kind of, and even when they're doing these Asian style, iced tea places and stuff, they're just not doing it the same way as actually the Asians are used to. That was a bit disappointing for my kids. Yeah, I don't get too close to the elephants while the mahouts are not around them. It is important that the mahouts are there, and the eldest one there, the biggest one, she's a bit temperamental. She's all right as long as you've got food to give her, but otherwise she's not interested in you. And if they don't like being teased as well. It's like they give us the food, or people have been whacked with the trunk before because they're just teasing her, and she doesn't stand for that. They've all got their own personalities. They are different. That's what's amazing about these guys is, yes, they all do elephant things, but they've each got their own personality and favorite things, likes and dislikes. Yeah, they are majestic. But they can be very destructive. Like you see these trees. Of course, sometimes they'll bash the trees if they know there's fruit up there, or like kind of palms and things like that. They'll just they'll knock the tree, bash it until stuff falls down. They've got all these tricks to get food. It's quite amazing to watch them, the way they deal with different types of food. Yeah, and they know certain things. They just pick up certain things to do. So yeah. Anyway, I'm not really giving you much of a view here, am I? The construction workers are taking their good old time there. They've been at this a few days, about a week or so. Lue, as they say in Thai. Yeah. What I love about Phuket, nice clear water. Not like Bangkok. You can't find water. You can't find clear streams like that in Bangkok. All right. Still haven't changed the banner, my YouTube banner. Yeah. Well, let's give you a bit more of a close up. Hang on a sec. Better get a bit closer to them. What's that? NFT? Ever heard of the Elephant Riders of the Northwest? They actually rode elephants into battle in the American Civil War. All right. They didn't fare well because of the weather. Oh dear. No, never heard of that. Interesting. We'll look it up. You hear about my new, what's that one? Studio. Gosh, I can't read that. All right. Oh, man, sorry, it's the sun's right. The sun's right up there in my eyes. I can't. It's very difficult to read the chat on the screen. Sorry. Hang on a sec. There we go. That's Gatin. It's actually Gatin. They're all females here. But, even Gatin's got these small tusks, which actually they will fall out. They will when she reaches a bit more maturity. So it's interesting that the female elephants, some of them will develop tusks early on, but then they don't keep them. Yeah. Well, there's some visitors here now, so they know they're going to get some food fairly soon. Yeah. But I love being a part of what's going on here, just because it's kind of giving these guys a bit more of a relaxed, enjoyable lifestyle compared to some of the cruelty they might have had to put up with. You're surrounded by snow. Yeah, it's pretty hot. It's pretty hot here. I mean, the average temperature on the day is about 80 Fahrenheit. I don't know how elephants would fare in cold weather. Ah. All right, guys, you'll get fed soon. Don't worry. I don't have anything. No, you stay over there. You might, if you hang around long enough, you might hear a trumpet or two. They got all sorts of ways of communicating with it, little squeaks and rumbles and real trumpeting sometimes. Alright guys, you'll get fed soon. Got some visitors. So what happens here is, visitors come and, get the chance to feed them. And what they get fed is just really snacks in the way of sugarcane and banana. And the house going across there. Yeah, in that sense it gets a little bit touristy. That's this dog quite familiar with the elephants and they're quite familiar with him, so he just chills with them. Again, there's a lovely thing about this place is it's kind of, all sorts of animals mixing together, chickens, dogs, and they all just get on. So these are 3 mahouts, 1 for each of the elephants. Yeah. So they have to be there when there's other people around. They've got to make sure. All right, well, okay. See, the numbers are dropping off now, and maybe you've kind of had enough of this. Just voice commands and some touching here and there to get them to go where they need to go. They know the score. They know they've got to line up now. Line up so they can get fed. I mean, that's basically, and that's, as far as work goes. I mean, usually those elephants would be working, doing logging maybe, or some kind of, on stage doing some show or circus type thing. So, I mean, them doing a little bit of work in this respect and basically getting fed, I think is, it's not so bad compared to what they would be would be having to go through. So, it's a funny old game because, you have to kind of there's a business going on here as well to make it viable. These elephants take a lot. They cost several. We're probably talking about a couple of £1,000 or dollars worth, at least £1,000 or 1,000, getting on to £2,000 a month in just general looking after costs, including whatever food and stuff. Because although they can forage here, it's not enough. The mahouts, the keepers, have to go out and get more food for them. They have to go and find the grass and various stuff. They love banana trees. Actually, an elephant will they love just ripping these up and eating the whole lot basically. But of course, there's a limited supply, and you just can't grow these things fast enough. So they have to just be. They have to help them get the food. Yeah, hello, Lev Kung Fu. Hello. Yeah. All right. Anyway, I've got various things to do. I hope that's given you a nice little chilled morning. All right. And more videos coming soon. I'm just very busy. Let's just give you one last shot there. All right. Anyway, so ta-ta for now. We'll catch up soon, yeah? Have yourself a great week. Cheers.